Hello and welcome to the 5 Links Opportunity presentation. My name is Jermaine Wall Street Horton. I am a Senior Vice President with this amazing company 5 Links. And before we even dive into the information, let me just tell you a little bit about myself and my background of what I used to do prior to 5 Links. Before I got involved in this business, I was in law enforcement. I've done that for about 7 years. Uh, you know, I did everything from military. I was on the bomb and explosives team, the K9 team, and I ended up wrapping up in DLC with my career. And a lot of people say, Jermaine, you had the quote unquote great career, the great title. But what a lot of people don't know is that I spent more time in my job than I did with my own children. And to me, that was a problem because I'm such a family man. I love my children. And the one thing I learned is that your kids don't spell love, Love. They spell it Time. Because that's the number one thing that your children want from you is your time. So I was looking for an opportunity that would allow me to have more time with my children and at the same time have a lucrative income. Okay. Because even though I had this great career, I was not being paid my worth. And I truly understood that. So when 5 Links was brought to me, ladies and gentlemen, I can be perfectly honest with you and say I was a little bit skeptical, but I quickly learned that I could not be broke and skeptical at the same time. So I stepped out on faith with this opportunity, and what ended up happening was I ended up matching my income within 6 months. All right. And just to make sure that the income was going to keep coming in, I could sustain that type of living that I wanted, I stayed on for another 6 months. Okay, at my job. And within a year, I started exceeding my income. Now, the blessing was that I was able to retire at the age of 27. Here it is, I'm 32 years of age, have not punched the clock in 5 years, and I'm able to travel the country, the world. I'm able to wake up when I'm tired of sleeping, and I'm a stay at home dad. I get to not miss those baseball games. I get to not miss all the important moments that our children so much want to celebrate and that we deserve to be there with them as, okay? So let's just go ahead and jump into this information. And hopefully, when you get done taking a look at it, you'll love what you see just as much as I did. Now, 5 Links was based and is based on key principles of vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. Now, we got started in 2001, and you can see our amazing co-founders here who are Craig Jerbeck, Jeb Tyler, and Jason Gutt. And combined, these individuals have over 60 years of experience, which I think is very key when you're building a company like this. We're Inc. 500, 5,000, fastest growing company for 8 straight years. And the beautiful thing is that we have a 50,000 square foot world headquarters located in Rochester, New York. Now, understand that we don't lease, we don't rent, we actually outright own this facility. Okay. And it's an amazing facility located right in Rochester, New York. And the number one thing that we all love in 5 Links is that representatives come first. 9 times out of 10 on your job, you're not going to come first. The customer comes first, or the company comes first, or whatever the case may be, but you don't come first. It's not your best interest that they have. And that's the main key principle about what we do in 5 Links is that we come first. Now, there are many reasons why an individual would want to do 5 Links, and some of it may be freedom. How would you like the freedom to not have to wake up to an alarm clock? How would you like the freedom to not have to be in rush hour traffic and to be able to just say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go to my son's baseball game? Or to say, you know what, I'm going to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico this week, and not have to ask someone for time off or vacation time. How many of you all would like to be your own boss? Some of you guys don't like being told what to do. Some of you guys like the process of saying, you know what, this is my own. Somewhere where you don't have to worry about layoffs and cutbacks and things of that nature that would affect you and your family's future. Many of you guys would love to be debt free. Celebrate this thing called zero, meaning out of the red and into the black where you don't owe anything. How would you like to get rid of all your debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, any of those financial debts that you may have that you can get rid of with this opportunity? And then a children's college fund. How would you like to be able to pay your children's college fund before they even go to college. See, I think that's amazing because right now, one of the number one debts in America that we have is tuition and these student loans. So this is something that you wouldn't have to worry about your children coming out of college with debt. All right. So this is just these are just some of the reasons why we love Five Links. But here's another thing, charity. I'm hearing that churches are closing at an all-time rate. Well, guess what? This opportunity is keeping doors open in the church. People are able to tithe more and give more to their church. People are able to give more to their favorite charities across the country. And I think that's truly a blessing. But I can sit up here and tell you how great Five Links is. And you guys may not know me from a can of paint. But we have third-party credibility. See, we've been a Rochester Top 100 company since 2006. And the beautiful thing is we're also an Inc. 5000 honor roll, 8-time honoree. You can do the research, Inc.com, and look up Five Links on there. If you heard of Forbes and Fortune, they track all the publicly held companies like the Googles, the Yahoos, the eBays, right? Well, Inc. 500, guys, here's the amazing thing. They track all the privately held companies in North America. All right. And there's millions and millions that are in business. But when you're the top 505,000 out of North America, that's truly amazing and says something. We've been a direct selling news association and we've been talked about since 2012 there. And since 2006, guys, understand this. People have been writing and writing about our company. Understand the Wall Street Journal. Look us up. We just did a $62 million deal with Chromadex. We've been featured on CNN Money News. We've been featured on Yahoo Finance Trending as one of the #1 finance opportunities. If you took a look on there, because they were celebrating what our deal was with Chromadex that we pulled off in our wellness division. So everywhere you can hear about Five Links, even on the book stands, with Your Business at Home magazine and Success from Home magazine. And these are not Five Links publications, ladies and gentlemen. These are things that you can find at a local newsstand. You can find us at the bookstores and see all of this information, okay? Now, if you look at the direct sales industry as a whole, it's a $167 billion industry. That is amazing when you compare it to the movie industry and the music industry, and the NFL combined is only $37 billion. See, you want to get your piece of the pie, a part of this billion-dollar run that our company is actually on as we speak. See, I always tell people that in any business, it's always about timing and positioning. In the 1980s, what if you knew about Michael Dell with Dell Computers? What if you knew about Steve Jobs and Apple? What if you knew about Bill Gates? If you knew what you knew today, would you not have invested into that company or found a way to be a part of that company? Absolutely. Or the 1980s, when we had long distance, when AT&T was the Ma Bells and Pa Bells of everything. They just had this monopoly going on, and the federal government said, hey, we're going to split you up. So they brought in companies like Sprint and MCI. All right. Those companies right now are billion-dollar companies. They made millions off that transition of wealth. Okay. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, timing and positioning is everything. What about the cell phone industry? Back in the day, they had the old brick phone. Now, everyone has a phone from age 7 to 77, and they fit in the palm of our hands. The 1990s is the internet boom. That's when all the .coms came up. Right now, everything you do is online. You can't even go and fill out a job application at a store or at a company. They tell you, hey, you need to go online and fill out the information, and then we'll get back to you. See, everything is online with the World Wide Web. So what about in the 2000s when we had the VoIP industry that came about? Because when's the last time you see AT&T put up some more phone lines? You don't see those poles being put up anymore because everything's going digital. All right? Music went digital. Your money went digital. Well, guess what? Same thing with the VoIP industry with your home phone. And then video apps in 2010s, okay? But here's the thing now that we have this going on. We got energy, mobile marketing, healthcare, wellness, all these things that are taking place. And the #1 thing that I love about Five Links is that We market essential products and services that people have to use every day. Every day, ladies and gentlemen. So let me explain what I mean by that. See, in 5links for the home, we have home security systems that's wireless and digital. We also have Global Links home phone services where you can have service as low as $14 to $24.95 a month, and you can call up to 77 different countries. We have high-speed internet, cable TV, and fiber video with companies that you're already familiar with the AT&Ts, the Verizons, okay, Comcast, Time Warner. We have mobile phones and accessories where we have our own network that you can bring your previous cell phone to our network that's prepaid. I think that's amazing. Power Play. It's a device that allows you to charge up your phone wirelessly. Okay? So if you're on the go, your phone's always dying, this is something that you can just plug up and keep it going, and it's Bluetooth enabled. Satellite TV. We're partnering with the giants, Dish and Direct. Those that you already know. Again, understand these are companies you already know. ID Guard. Understand that identity theft is one of the most rising crimes in America. And guess what? We have a service that can help with that. Tech support 24/7, where you can have tech support with your computers, where you can have someone remotely go ahead and diagnose your computer from the comfort of your home. Data Vault. It's like a storage in the cloud where you can store all your personal information. And Safe Score. All right. This is where you can monitor your credit scoring and you can take a look at the things that's taking place on your credit and have those things taken care of. And then here's something I love, the energy program that we have in 5links, because residentially it's a $500 billion industry. Energy is a $500 billion industry, ladies and gentlemen. See, you can still keep the same company that you currently have. All we're doing is changing the supplier, okay? You don't get two bills, you still get one bill, nothing changes. The only thing that you will see is a possible savings on your energy bill every month, okay? Now, we also have 5links Business. We have business solutions, commercial energy, meaning we can save businesses on their commercial energy. Healthcare alternative, and I'll explain what that is. Now, and I'll on the next slide. So healthcare alternative, I think that's amazing that companies can use that not just for personal use, but now for businesses. Commercial satellite TV, Dish and Direct, payment solutions where we can help save businesses on their transactions. You know, some people may be paying high as 6.9%. You know, what if we can help lower that rate so that you can keep more money in your pockets as a business owner? Business security, security solutions for your businesses, mobile marketing for your businesses, and business services. Now understand, mobile marketing right now is a $48 billion industry. Text alerts is one of my favorites because here's the thing, most people don't check emails all the time, but everyone checks their cell phones within seconds of getting a text message. So imagine if you have a hair salon, they can text hair to 55469. They're locked into your market. You can retain customers that you already have and get new customers. You can go ahead and send a message to hundreds and thousands of people with one click. And I think that's truly amazing because right now with everything that we're doing and the world, everything is going toward mobile marketing. Now let's talk about one of our newest divisions that we have, which is 5links Wellness. We have the Montevita Coffee. We have High Five Boost, the High Five Edge, High Five Lean, and we have a High Five Challenge and a healthcare alternative. Now, why is that important? Because we have this thing called Enhanced Care MD, affordable healthcare anytime, anywhere. And over 44 million Americans right now are uninsured. This helps people save time and helps them save money, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that so important? I'll give you a personal testimony. I remember one day when I was riding on my motorcycle and I had an ear infection. Didn't know I had one, but it started spreading to my throat to where I couldn't swallow. And when I was going to the emergency room, it was so packed they wouldn't been able to see me for maybe an hour or two. So I went home and I called this number and the nurse said, "Here, let's get you to speak to a doctor." Within less than a minute, I was on the phone with a doctor. He diagnosed me, sent me my prescription to Walgreens. I went over there and picked it up. It was amoxicillin, and only for $4, okay? Guys, this service is amazing. You can insure your family up to $29.95 a month for an entire family in your household. So imagine less of a hassle that I had to go through, that I didn't have to go to the emergency room. I didn't have to wait for my doctor to schedule an appointment with me. I was able to do this on the phone right then and there and get a prescription. And the beautiful thing is we have a partnership with Walmart to where you can get discounts on medications. That to me is so powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about the wellness division with our Montevita coffee. Now, this is a great coffee and it's delicious. It has MCT oil that assists with weight loss and appetite suppression. It absorbs the absorption of the essential nutrients that our body needs. And Ramon seeds, because it has the protein and fiber and minerals, the antioxidants with vitamins A, B, C, and E. And the beautiful thing is, guys, some of you guys love coffee so much. You can't even go throughout your day without having this coffee. All right. So instead of you getting those crazy jitters that coffee give you or that bitter aftertaste, this is a delicious coffee that's nutritious and is delicious. Now that's a powerful combination, right? Now, let's talk about our newest product in the wellness division, which is our High Five health inspired products. We have the High Five Boost. It helps with hunger. It also boosts energy. The High Five Edge, it helps improve endurance and also helps with healthy aging. Okay. And the High Five Lean is a delicious nutrition-filled shake. Has 25 grams of protein. It also has 5 grams of fiber. And guess what, guys? This stuff tastes great. All right. We have so many success stories of people who have healthy levels of cholesterol. People that were type 2 diabetics that went to a pre-diabetic stage because they were on these products, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know that right now of America, this industry for weight loss is $104 billion. Okay. We have our hands on this with this opportunity with these products and services. 83% of dieters favor the do-it-yourself programs, okay? See, this is something right now that you can go ahead and order. You can help people get healthy. You can help those individuals become slim. They can tone up and still live a healthy life, okay? Now, you guys have seen the products and services. You've seen what we offer. And again, it's essential products and services that people use every day. So we're not changing people's spending habits and we're not changing people's buying habits, okay? All we're doing is helping them save on services that they currently already have and helping them live a healthier life with different products that would assist with that, okay? Now, let's talk about how we get paid in 5 links. Here's the compensation plan. Now, if you acquire 10 customer points and 2 business partners within your first 30 days, the company's going to cut you a check for $500. Now, understand, customer points are not people. Customer points are services. So if you look at those different services that I just talked about, some of those are worth 1 point, some are worth 2, some maybe even worth 3 or 4. Okay. Within my household alone, I have about 14 customer points because I saved on my gas and my electric. I saved on my home security system. You know, I have home phone service. I have a cell phone. I have satellite television in my home. You know, these are just all some of the services that I have in my household that contributed to these points, okay? Now, if you go ahead and get 10 additional customer points, and I'm talking 20 customer points total, that's an additional 500, including if you get your 2 business partners, that's another 500. So that's $1,000 if you get 20 customer points and 2 business partners. Now, I know when most people look at this structure, the first thing that they say is, you know what, that looks like a pyramid. Well, here's the thing. At the pyramid of your job, you have a CEO, you have a president, you got vice presidents, you got directors, upper level management, middle, lower, you got white collar and blue collar workers. And somewhere, the W-2 employees are at the bottom. Now, understand, when I first looked at this, I felt the same way too. But I quickly understood that I've been at the bottom of the pyramid of my job for so long. And I would never be the CEO of where I worked at. See, 5 Links allows you to be your own business owner. 5 Links allows you to have your own business and you're at the top of your business because it's yours. So let's use an example. Let's say you got started in the business, okay? Well, is it safe to say you know 3 people that I don't know, right? Well, all we're going to do is teach and coach those 3 people how to build this business. And when those 3 find 3, that becomes 9. When those 9 find 3, that's 27. And we can stop right there. Because 27, 9, 3 plus you, that's about 40 people in your business. Now, I like to keep it real. Half is going to do right, and half may not do anything at all. Okay? So let's just use a small scenario. And let's say you had a small team of 20. And let's say they had 20 bill and paid customers, and on the average, the company gave you 50 cents. Well, now you're talking about $200 in residual income. Could anybody use an extra $200 whether you work or not? Absolutely, right? Now I hear some of you guys say, well, $200. Well, ask yourself this. If your paycheck was short $200, how many of you guys would have an issue? Absolutely, right? So $200 is $200. Now, it may not be life-changing income, but it can pay some bills in your household, all right? It can also pay on gas. It can pay for daycare. It can pay for a bill that you want to pay for. It can pay toward your insurance, okay? But I'm not here to teach you just how to make 200 because I want to show you right now with the same scenario. If you had a team of 200 and with the same billing paid and customers, and now we're talking about on the average of 50 cents, we're talking $2,000 in residual income. Now, who could use extra $2,000 whether you work or not? See, understand residual income works like this, all right? Because you got two types of income, linear and residual. Linear income is trading dollars for hours. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Now, residual income is you do a job one time and you get paid for it over and over and over again. It's just like in the music industry or in the film industry. When you look at a Will Smith in the Fresh Prince show, you guys watch that all the time, and it comes on almost 3 different networks. 3 different networks that it comes on. And he's getting paid millions of dollars for doing something he did years ago. And I mean years and years ago. And he's still getting paid millions today. Why? Because every time that they play that series or they play that show, he's getting a check. Okay? Now, in that industry, they get their residuals quarterly. Now, in ours, people pay bills when? Every 30 days. So, guys, understand this. We're talking about a continuous cash flow on bills and services that people are already using, meaning that these are bills that people can never pay off. You cannot call your local gas and utility company and say, hey, how much can I give you to never get a bill again, right? They will laugh you off the phone. So understand, if you were to lose your job today, would your bills keep coming in? Absolutely. So doesn't it make sense to have a type of income that works the same way that your bills do? Residually, every 30 days. So again, residual income, it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. But here's the beautiful thing about 5 Links. We have this thing called weekly leadership bonuses that are paid weekly. As an executive trainer, when you come into the business, and here's the thing, when you get 10 customer points and 2 business partners, by default, you get promoted to this position. Now, you get $25 each time someone joins your network, whether you know them or not. Executive director, you're giving yourself a $60 raise, making up to $85. As a national director, you're getting a $55 raise, making up to $140. As a senior vice president, you're getting a $30 raise, making up to $170. And as a platinum senior vice president, you're getting a $5 raise, making up to $175. Now let's talk about the 2 top positions. Senior vice president, you get 5,000 shares of stock options. Now understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Stock options are huge in 5 Links. If you go to the Wall Street Journal, if you go to Inc.com, look up and do a search for the next 10 years. What are the most profitable industries to be a part of? What are the top 10? Number 8 is search engines. Okay, the number 1 search engine is Google. They closed out between $800 to $900 a share in the recession. All right, the number 1 industry is VoIP, voice over internet protocol, and we own our own dial tone. Wellness is right up there along with energy. Guys, we have one of the biggest footprints in energy and network marketing. We just got started in the wellness division that right now will take our company to $1 billion. All right. So the question you need to ask yourself is not if 5 Links goes public, what will they be worth? But when 5 Links goes public, how much would your shares be worth? But then you also get a BMW payment. See, at this level, you get a free BMW. It just has to be silver, and the company will pay up to $800 for any BMW of your choice every month, okay? Again, just has to be silver. You can choose the 5 series, the 7 series. You can even choose the motorcycle. Whatever one you decide, it's yours. Global Links bonus. That means that every time someone gets on that Global Link service in your organization, you get $3 for each one of those services going to your running account balance throughout your organization. Annual vacation. This is when the company takes you and a person of your choice on a vacation. All right. And we've been to so many different places. Barcelona. They've been to Rome, France. Just so many different places, ladies and gentlemen. This year we'll be going to Miami. We'll be at the Fontainebleau. And I can tell you right now, the Fontainebleau is an amazing place that you will want to visit and go to. I can tell you right now, the company pays for your airfare. They pay for your hotel. They tell you don't even tip because it's already been covered. Okay? They treat you like royalty when you're with 5 Links and you're going on a senior vice president vacation. Now, you also get an expense account. With that expense account, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere between $500 to $1,500 on a monthly basis, depending on your customer production. Now, if you thought this position was good, it gets greater because the next position is called Platinum Senior Vice President. And at this position, they will give you a Bentley of your choice and pay up to $4,000 for any Bentley you decide to get. It just has to be silver. I was always taught silver and free is great for me. Okay? But then you also get to participate in this thing called the Platinum Bonus Pool, where they take amounts from different services and they put this into one big old pool that they split amongst the platinums every year. And I can tell you right now, that pool always has commas in it. Okay? About 7 figures. Okay? So understand that this is a pool you definitely want to be part of. So get to platinum. Then you get 5,000 additional shares of stock options in the company. So you get to keep the package before, and you get to keep this one. So now that's 10,000 shares of stock options in 2 luxury vehicles. Ladies get this beautiful pendant, and the guys also get that beautiful Super Bowl looking ring that you see right there. But it gets even better because we have a new position. Because understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Many people always ask in network marketing, can you get to the top? Understand, because so many people are getting to these positions, they created a new position. So that lets you know that people are hitting these positions and hitting them with high momentum. So the company said, hey, we got to create another position. And that position is called Diamond Senior Vice President. And at this position, ladies and gentlemen, you get a $300,000 earned position bonus just for hitting the position. And then you get a $10,000 monthly allowance. Guys, can you imagine getting $10,000 as on top of everything that we've already discussed with a $300,000 earned position bonus? That is insane. I think that is just remarkable that a company will do those different things. And yes, they pay that out. Now, we talked about the products and services. We talked about the compensation plan. Now let's talk about business ownership. All right. Now, on the left-hand side, you see the customer representative position. I really don't talk about that much because if you ask me, it's almost like a glorified second job. And my mom always told me 2 jobs is for 2 different people. So with that position, you only get paid on the efforts of what you do and not your team. But when you look at the IMR position, ladies and gentlemen, it's a one-time investment of $249. You get 5 Links products and services, a personal website, future services and energy in select markets, customer acquisition bonuses, open line bonuses, and a quick start bonus again. So let's review what that quick start bonus is. If you acquire 10 customer points and 2 business partners in your first 30 days, that's $500. But if you acquire an additional 10 customer points along with those 10 equaling 20, that'll be another $500 that'll be paid out to you. Now, you have training and support. We have local meetings all across the United States and also in Canada. Regional and international training events. We just came back from our Atlantic City event where we had our guest speaker, Tony Robbins. It was an amazing event, and we'll be in Vegas later on this year. You also get a personal website. Now, understand this, guys. The only overhead that we have in our company is our website that we pay on a monthly basis of $49.95. All right. Me personally, when a person gets involved in 5 Links, I tell them they would need roughly somewhere between $400 to $500 to jumpstart their business, okay? Because you want to be able to get your website for the $49.95, but you also want to get other products and services that would allow you to come in the right way so that you can be qualified and make money right away. And what you'll do is get back with the person that showed you this presentation so that they can explain exactly how to get you in qualified, how you can come in and have your points already set up so that you can be positioned to get money right away and get life-changing income right away. So you have a personal website where you can have individuals go right onto your website to take a look at the opportunity and become customers. They can look at the presentation. They can also decide they want to sign up as business partners, whichever they want to do, okay? So that is your website. While you're doing what you're doing, you can have those individuals doing that, and it's working for you instead of you working for it. You have a 5 Links University also where you can be trained on how to get from IMR all the way to Platinum Senior Vice President. And business reporting. This is just like any business. So what happens is anytime that a new customer comes in your organization, you get to see it real time. Anytime that a new business partner joins your business, you get to see it real time. Anything that transacts in your entire organization, you can see it with your business reporting. So what you need to do at this point is just make a decision if 5 Links is for you or not. Now understand this, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing this business for about 5 years and I travel all across the country. And there's always 3 types of people when you share this opportunity. Okay, the number 3 person's like, Jermaine, it was a great presentation, but it's not for me. And we always say, look, God bless you. We're not here to twist your arm or to convince you to do 5 Links. And we don't wish any harm upon you if this is not your opportunity. However, what we do say is this, at least support the person that invited you out on this webinar or to take a look at this presentation and become a customer or refer them to someone that may be interested. And I've always found out there's only a few reasons why that person's not interested in doing 5 Links. 1, they didn't understand everything. Guys, I do not understand. I don't expect you to understand everything that went on within this short presentation, okay? But it's just like a job. When you started your job, did you know everything that you needed to know when you first got started? Absolutely not, right? You had to get training, on-the-job training, and you had someone that mentored you and showed you what to do. Now, isn't it true that some of you guys have been at your job for years and still don't know what you're doing, but stuck around to get a paycheck, right? Well, in 5 Links, we have this thing called Earn As You Learn. I promise you, this business, we only do 2 things. We help people save money, help people make money. It's not hard at all. You'll have someone that will help you and sit down with you and help you learn this business and build it with you. Another reason is a person says, you know what, Jermaine, I just don't have time. And I always say to that individual, ask yourself this question. If time right now is an issue for you, how long have you had that problem for? Because I can tell you right now, most people that say that they don't have time is only because they're 100% responsible for their own income. So if they stop, guess what? The money stops. See, we want to show you how you can get your time back because many of us spend more time at jobs and building other people's businesses and building other people's legacies and fortunes, but you don't have the time to reap the benefits of all your hard work. How many of you guys spend so much time at your job and you may make good money, but you don't even get to enjoy that beautiful home, that automobile, or even the children in your household because you're working so much? See, 5 Links allows you to get that time back because this business allows money to work for you instead of you working for it. And then some people say, Jermaine, look, I don't have under $500 or $450 or $400 or whatever it takes to get started in 5 Links total to get this business done or to get started. I ask you, how long have you had that problem for? And I say that humbly, ladies and gentlemen, because if $500 or $400 or whatever the amount is that you want to use to build your business and spend, if that's an issue today, it'll be a problem tomorrow, the week after that, the month after that. But you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to change your situation so that money will never be an issue again? And understand that's not a problem that you have alone. Many people in America right now are having that same issue. And so many people are looking for an opportunity. But don't miss this opportunity and let the lack of money stop you from making money. Let that be the reason that you get involved so that you don't have to worry about that ever again. All right. So those are the three reasons why a person may not do 5 links. But see, then it's that number 2 person that was skeptical. See, I love skeptical people because understand this, skeptical people have questions. And once they get their questions answered, they're usually the ones to go right to the top of this company. Okay. So being skeptical is okay because I wasn't 100% sold at first. I was a little bit skeptical because I knew nothing of the industry. I was ignorant. I just did not know. But see, once I did my research and once I saw that this was the opportunity for me, I was all in. And then there's always that number 1 person. See, we love that number 1 person that says, look, Jermaine, you could have stopped a long time ago. Once you told me that we're getting paid on essential products and services that people have to use every 30 days anyway, I was all in. The fact that we can get paid a continuous cash flow on services that we have to use anyway, that just makes sense. And if it makes sense, it makes dollars. To that person, I say, welcome to 5 links. Get back with the person that got you out to take a look at this presentation. And if it made sense, get involved. And I'm looking forward to seeing you involved in our company in 5 links because right now we are truly on the run of being $1 billion company. Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that got you in on this presentation. If you love what you saw, let them know. They'll show you how to get started and get you rocking and rolling in this business right away. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Senior Vice President Jermaine Wall Street Horton. I'll see you at the beach or I'll see you at the bank. One word, Lego.